I'm curious how the chat, and I'm also curious how you feel about this idea that is seemingly getting more and more traction in the NBA.
Okay.
And that is an in-season tournament coming next year to the National Basketball Association. Here's the current framework according to Shams Charania.
Tell me.
Cup games, they've got cup games through November. Like certain games are labeled cup games. They've done this in the WNBA. In the G League, they had showcase cup games. Like that was part of it. So 8 teams advance to a single elimination final in December, and the other 22 continue with the regular season. All games part of a normal 82-game schedule, but there will be one extra for the 2 final teams in that. Just one extra game. The NBA and NBAPA are still working to finalize the in-season tournament concept, which includes to-be-determined prizes for the 8 teams that advance to a single elimination round. Now, Mark Cuban has been critical in the past. He reiterated some stuff, that's the wrong word. He talked to Mark Stein, and he said that some of those quotes about the play or the in-season tournament were old, and his views have changed a bit. He says he's actually open to it as a concept, saying he believes it has a chance to build interest if adopted for the 23-24 season. He did tell Mark Stein he's a proponent of expanding the NBA draft from its current 2 rounds to 4 and proposing that the winner of an NBA in-season cup gets a top pick in both the 3rd and 4th round of an expanded draft, but they can't trade those picks. So you win it in this crazy world where we got a 3rd and 4th round, you would get the first pick of the 3rd and 4th round.
Okay.
Again, what I know we still have a ways away. I am struggling to figure out what I've been saying about this for years. How do you get people to care? And it's not just fans. It's teams and it's players. Now,
there we go.
WNBA did it. They had the Commissioner's Cup this year. The Aces won it. Aces in the finals right now. The Aces won it. They celebrated big time in the locker room. It was like a fun thing in season. It brought them together. It's good for chemistry. Can we admit, winning something like that is good for chemistry?
Sure.
They got a bonus from it.
There we go. That matters to these women who don't get paid like NBA players.
What if the winning team, each player got $1 million?
Each player got $1 million in the NBA?
Each player in the in-season tournament, whoever won the in-season tournament, won $1 million.
I mean,
it's $1 million.
Well,
I know they make a lot. For me,
like my brain just goes like, well, duh. But like, is that because I've never been a rich person, so I don't understand? I don't know the feeling of $1 million. Like that feeling.
Thanks, Morgan. I'm just saying though. Do you think NBA players? You think they would care about $1 million?
That's what I'm trying to think. I think they would.
I mean, it's an extra $1 million.
I mean, you should.
Right. I would just say that there's got to be money. I think from a draft pick perspective, I don't like Cuban's idea. I'd have to dig more into why he thinks the draft should be expanded. Not sure about that one. Maybe it's to fill out the G League roster. That's part of the draft.
Okay.
Maybe that's kind of the direction. But there's not a player that's going to be like, guys, we got to go out there and win. We got to go secure the first pick of the 3rd and 4th round next year. Like, no one, it's just not going to happen. So there has to be money. But also, from a fan perspective, how do you get fans to be engaged with that?
Well, here's my only thing about the fans being engaged with that. I love that it's actually, there's no extra games being played except that one. And that one, what's exciting about it is that you're just like, oh man, these 2 teams made it to this moment. This, maybe even the first year you're like, oh, this is exciting. It's the first time ever. Maybe it's played differently because there's players that want to win $1 million.
Well, and I do think
that's obviously
we can't underrate just competitiveness, right? Like these
true
players are just competitive. Like to play for that's fun, I would think. Now, is LeBron James going to be excited about winning a Commissioner's Cup? Probably not. But if I don't know, at that point, a team in the top 8 in the Commissioner Cups, let's say the Kings, and they went far in the Commissioner's Cup, don't you think we'd be kind of excited? Be like, this is really fun.
Even fringe players that are, veterans on the minimum could be in that boat where it's like, $1 million. End of my career. Let's effing go. Let's get this. I don't know. I think $1 million per player sounds wonderful, but I also think it being within the 82 game season, great job. Great. If you can make that happen, great job.
How do you get fans to care though? Like,
Your team's in it, man. You know how Kings fans would be if the Kings were in this.
I think the one pushback, the one thing I've heard for years when this concept has been brought up is like traditions take time.
Absolutely.
Right? Like it may not be popular the first few years,
Sure.
but can it build into something? Can it evolve? I think
got a
that
great idea.
The league understands that there needs to be a focus, and you can't be ignorant. You can't be like baseball, although baseball is trying to shift some things now to their credit. You can't be ignorant. You have to evolve your game. And if you're seeing the numbers and going 82 games is too long, and it's not because the players can't handle it. It's maybe you think about that a little bit, but it's just from a pure just fan engagement perspective that a shorter season would be better for fans and viewership. Then go that route.
Because
you know what I mean?
that's where the money will go eventually. Like, even if it's not right away, you lose some money right there up front. Yeah, that's going to happen when you make a change as dramatic as that.
And someone in the chat was mentioning it's kind of weird, like just doing it beginning of the season, but that's the whole point. They want the beginning of the season to feel important. They want, it's hardcore fans are watching every game. Like most of you guys are watching every Kings game. You're engaged. But think about like the casual fan who like starts watching the NBA maybe at Christmas and then goes, I'm going to check in later in the season. Like that's what you think about. What was your great idea though? You said you had a great idea.
Oh, well, my great idea, just because you're like, why would fans care? I'm like, free tacos. Like, just something like just a free.
Morgan, my team won it all. We need those tacos.
You've seen how excited people get.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like one extra thing, like a cherry on top. Your team wins. Every Kings fan's getting free tacos.
Okay, all right. You be a fan. I'm gonna be Adam Silver for a second, and I'm at a press conference, dodging questions about Sarver, but I'm announcing that next year's a play-in tournament. Really excited about this play-in tournament. 8 teams advance. It's really going to get fan engagement. The players are going to win $1 million if they win the whole thing. The coaches will be compensated as well. And we're super excited to announce that the fans are going to love what they get out of this. The fans are going to receive, if their team wins it all, they're going to receive 2 free tacos with the
Thunder sticks all in the crowd. Thunder sticks come out to the Adam Silver for announcing free tacos.
You know that was a bad idea. It's okay. Just admit it's a bad idea.
Well, I didn't think it through. Like,
Okay,
obviously, it's like
that's fine. Just
people would just lie and say they're a Kings fan or whoever won. And they'd be like, yeah, I'm a fan of that team. And then they would get a free taco too. The idea wasn't thought out, and I would like to retract.
Okay, you retract it.
Yeah.
It's retracted.
No free tacos.
Tacos. I don't know how you get fans to get excited.
People are liking free
I don't know.
tacos.
I mean, I think here's the other reality. I think you should just be excited that your team wins. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah,
I've seen
that's
other
good.
ideas where it's like, oh, you clinch some sort of like playoff spot or like, it's like, no.
Yeah. And there's
No.
cool T-shirts that can be made that you get one if you come to the arena. And then there's ones you can buy online like in-season tournament champions. And just like dollars flying everywhere on the shirt with little basketballs.
So they have to buy those shirts.
Well, the
Yeah.
people that come to the game don't.
Yeah.
But then
So
everyone else.
you still haven't given me like a real reason as to how fans would be excited about a play-in, or not, I keep saying play-in, an in-season tournament. Okay.
all have to think about that.
They
If
got to
you-
iron it out. They got to iron it out, and that's fine.
And if you have any good ideas, please put them in the chat.
I would love to know. I would love to know from the people. You guys are NBA fans. You guys are watching the games. What would get you excited? Mitch says, what if the team that wins gets 2 to 4 home games the next season? Mitch, that's a goddamn. I hope Silver's listening to the podcast tonight. Mitch, that's a great idea. The home team that wins gets 2 more home games the next year.
It's not a bad idea.
That's a great idea. Why?
Yes.
That's good for the fans. Players, you get to come. You don't have to travel. In addition to that, from a franchise perspective,
Okay.
what do you get out of it? More money.
Yep.
People are coming to your games. Yes.
Love
Yes,
that.
Mitch.
Write it down, Mitch.
Mitch, I'm sending you a Deuce and Mo sticker for that idea.
Damn.
I'm sending you a free Deuce and Mo sticker.
Mitch, reach out to us, deuceandmo.com. Click on contact. Send us your address. We'll send you the Deuce and Mo sticker. Adrian says, is there a tournament MVP?
Yes,
Season?
100% there's a tournament MVP. Yeah.
I love that. Gives another opportunity for like a shining young star to just like have his moment right then and there in the beginning of the season. I love it. I'm so for the in-season tournament now.